Hi student, now I will show you an introductory video about the Module 3 of Microsoft Excel that is working with large worksheet charting and what-if analysis. In this uh, chapter, in this module, we will see how to rotate text in a cell, create a series of month name, copy and paste, format number, and format the system date. All this are related with the format. This is very simple. The use of the absolute and mixed self-reference in the formula, that is important. For that reason I put in red. The use of the if function and create the format spark line and the format painted bottom for format cell. We will see reorder worksheet tab, change the worksheet view, freezing and unfreezing rows and columns, answer the what is question, and that's it. Basically, the information that we have in this model. If you remember the previous model, I explained you that when you create a new spreadsheet, we need to identify the text that you will have in the spreadsheet and enter all the tests that you have. This is the first step that is since the model 1. Second, identify the numbers. Next, identify the formula and enter all the formula. In this case, we will see the formula that we studied before, and the new formula for now is the use of the if function. You enter the formula. You need to identify the formula that needs absolute reference. That is a new concept. Enter function in the worksheet, verify the formula, and make the format, the header, body, and footer, and insert the chart. If you have the chart, we will see the create spotlight chart and assign the name, print, and save. This exercise, the scaling ice cream shop, is this exercise that we will do. Okay, this exercise you need to follow the book according to the pages of the book, and then in this we need to a worksheet that shows Kaylee ice cream shop project monthly sales, revenue, cost, and cost of goods sold, gross margin, expenses, and operating income for a 6-month period. A cluster column chart, and we have the data, and we have all the formula, and create the spline chart. In this exercise, until now, we will see that we have a header similar to this one. Okay, we have the body, and we have the footer. Now we will include a new information, that is the assumption. So every Excel that in Model 3, you will need to have an assumption. That assumption are some values that you have, that you enter, that give you some information related with the a spreadsheet that you will work. For example, suppose that this will be the end product. Okay, in worksheet that we have a group of assumptions, but in this assumption we say that the margin is 78.75. Okay, if I change instead of 78.75, I change for 80. For example, the worksheet change. Okay, the information in the cell change. So every change that you make in the assumption will be reflected in the body of the spreadsheet. This is the header, this is the body, this is the footer, and we have the assumption. Assumption has only data that we need to use in order to use in the body of the Excel. According to the problem that we have, this is the information that we have, the text information that we have. We enter in A1, Kaylee ice cream shop. In A2, 6-month financial projection. We enter January, February, March, April, May, June, and total. But in this case, suppose that we enter January and February. Let me put it in lowercase. If we have these 2 months and I may copy and expand for the next of the month, they will, as a series, because they identify that we have 2 months, they will add the March, April, May, and June. The same thing is that if you have one value, for example, 1, I have 2, I have 3, and then I copy 1, 2, 3, and they continue making 4, 5, 6, 7. They will continue as a series of values. This is a way to copy the value, and we have the chart. The second step, this is to identify to enter the text. The second is to identify to enter the numbers that we have. In the number, we have the January, the 6-month revenue. We have this value at the revenue, and this is the total, the sum of this value. Okay, these are the first thing. The next thing that we will see, okay, we have this part, we have the assumption, we enter this one, these are the assumption values, and we will apply the different formulas. We apply the different formulas. What happened with the different formulas? Until now, when you create a formula, when you have a formula and you copy and paste the formula, the cell is relative. What means relative? Means that when you copy the cell, for example, we say that this is equal cost of goods sold. I said cost of goods sold is the revenue times 1 minus margin. We say revenue is equal, the revenue is this one, times 1 minus margin. Margin is this value. Is B4 times 1 minus B9. This cell is correct. But if I copy this value, this margin need to be the B 19 only. Okay, so when I copy to here, what happened? This is C4, that is correct, times 1 minus C19, because this is a relative. This cell is relative. So it means that when I copy, they move to C, D, E, F, and G. So this is C19, this is D19, this is E19, this is F, and this is G. Okay, but this is complete wrong, because this value need to be B19. Okay, so this copy that we made is wrong. I cannot copy in that way. For that reason, we have the absolute reference and the mixed reference. What is the absolute reference? Absolute reference is that the value of the cell is fixed, and when you copy, they cannot be modified. This is the absolute reference, and this is B4. This is the relative reference. This is the column and row change when you copy. Mixed reference is that the cell is reference is mixed. The column reference change when you copy the cell to another column, because it is relative. But the row reference doesn't not change because it's absolute. Mixed reference is that one is absolute and the other is reference. It is a relative. Okay, and this is mixed reference. We have the column change, but the row doesn't change. This is the other way. The row change, but the column is absolute. Okay, so how we have the, I'm sorry, how we have the value absolute reference. We need to have in this cell that the margin that is part of the assumption be fixed. So I select all this one and I press S4. When I press S4, it becomes in absolute reference. Okay, before time, this before is relative. Okay, but B19 is absolute. Okay, when I copy this cell to here, here we say C4 times B19. Look, the B19 get fixed. When I check this one, is B19. When I check this one, is B19. So means that the revenue is relative because they need to be moved from January, February, March, April, May, and June. But the margin need to be fixed. Okay? Now we are going to check the gross margin. Gross margin is the revenue minus cost of goods sold is equal revenue minus cost of goods sold, that is this value. So in this case is this minus this one, but in this case this minus this one. So in this formula all the cells are relative, so I don't need to use the absolute reference here. So when I copy, is the bonus. The bonus expenses is the use the if is function. What is the if function? Its function is a function that has three parameters. The first parameter is, let's say, equal if. I open parenthesis. The first parameter is the logical test. Is a is comparison of two values that the result is true or false. And this logical test is true, they make the value this value. If this logical test is false, they make this value. In this case, we say the formula is predetermined bonus amount is revenue exceeds the revenue for bonus. Otherwise, the bonus is 7. We obtain predetermined bonus amount is revenue exceed the revenue for bonus. Okay? The condition is the revenue is greater than the revenue for bonus B21 because it is an assumption. I press S4. Okay, it's before is greater than B21 absolute, then I apply the bonus B20. I press S4. Yeah. Otherwise, it's 0. So this is the formula. It's before is greater than B21. This is absolute. Is the revenue is greater than the predetermined bonus that is the B21. Is this greater than? This is true. The bonus is B20, 3,500. It's not, it's 0. And then it's not, it's 0. In this case, 55,000 is less than 65,000, so they have no bonus. Okay, copy down, copy. This is 62, is less than this one, is 0. This is 67,000, is greater than this one, I have the bonus. This 90 is greater, has the bonus. 77 is greater than 65 is bonus, and 74 has bonus. So this is this form. The commission. What is the commission? Is commission percent times revenue. Is equal commission percent is B22 sorry let me check that. Okay, the B22 I press F4 times revenue. This is the commission. But look, this is the commission percent is an assumption. So I copy from here, and this is B22 times C4. The other one is B22 times D4. Okay, and then that's it. We have the formula. Side rental. site rental is kiosk rental percent times revenue. It's similar. Is equal site rental is B23 is 4 actual time revenue. I copy here. Marketing. Marketing is marketing percent times revenue. Marketing percent is this one is equal marketing percent is before absolute revenue time B65. And then copy to here. Equipment repair is equipment repair and maintenance percent times revenue is equal equipment repair time percent absolute revenue time revenue. And then I copy to here. Okay? And then this total, this is the total too. So I copy down. This is this copy. This copy. So now I can copy the formula here. Another way to do is to format paint. I select this one. I can enter the formula. One thing is equal sum from here to here. Press enter and then copy down. And the total expenses is the total of this part, of all the expenses. This is equal sum from here to here and I copy here and I copy that. And operating income is gross margin minus total expenses. Gross margin minus total expenses is this one minus this one. And then copy to here. And this is the sum equal sum from here to here. And that's it. It means that now I have all the formula in the spreadsheet. Okay, I have all the formula. What is the next step? Is to format. So I have this one, and now the format. The first thing to format, so we will to enter the date. This date is equal now or equal today is the same. It gives you the current day. Okay. I make the format of this one. I made the format and the space line. Let me put here is I select. Okay, I format this one I will not don't do it. It's simple. How I enter this one in that way? Okay, here. Suppose that we have this one here in that way. I get select format cell, and we have a alignment. In the alignment, we have the orientation, and I put the orientation here, and when I put here, they change to that way. Remember, you select format cell, alignment, and then you select what is the orientation, the degree that you want in the orientation. We made the format, and the last thing is the span line. So it's in a small chart that I select this cell, I select insert, span line, I select by column. Okay, what is the data range? In this row. Okay, from B4 to G4, and the span line chart will be in the I4. I select OK, and I have a chart for this information. Remember, don't use the total. So when I have here, I copy down, I select copy and paste here, and copy and paste, and I have the chart. So it means that when I make the chart, it's made it in that way. So it's important that you study using the book, the if function, the absolute reference, the how do you rotate the text, I explain it. Increase the column width, you know that we select here, and we can increase or decrease the column width. In order to make the chart for the not adjacent destination area, you need to press the control key in order to do the chart. That this is the chart that you need. You can insert a row in whatever place that you are. For example, suppose that we are here. I want to insert a row. I select the row. I right click. I select insert, and can insert a row. If I want to insert the column, right click, insert, and I insert the row and column. I can insert row and column. The function now you have there, you have the span line, how to do it. So all this is in the book. So this is only one idea that how will it work, and then you will have the chart. Okay, you need to do the exercise, the assignment. In the week number 6, the exercise that You need to do two exercises. One is the Kaylee ice cream shop that I show you. This is this one. And the other is the lab number 1, 8 years financial projection. These two assignments will be the assignment for this week. If you have any question, okay, let me know. I will answer the question in the way that you want. Okay, thank you. And I hope that this will help.